I'm British end of the day. Had my tea, so nothing can stop me now. So we're gonna go back and continue from where we left it. Got my energy back, got my mic back, I feel good. And we could do this, we can fight slugs and whatever that was, snail, slug, or I don't know, it just, I don't want to talk about it. Look at that, more spider webs. Oh god, that's a tensioner. What is this? Some kind of, oh my god, I know what this is. This is a very rare, oh shit, it is, it's an Irmscher Tophat. Let's go into the sun. This is a super duper rare Irmscher Tophat. I think it's got bigger inlet and it's flowed or something, but it's definitely found on a rare model, bigger than there. I'll do a comparison of the OEM one and this one. This was from Germany as well. Wow, good times. Let's go through, see what else I find. But where do I begin? Ugh, don't want to touch that. Oh god, that's a one-piece alloy unit. It's got a bit of weight on it. That's a brake shoe with all almost leaking. Not leaking, rusted. Oh, another. Oh my god, I'm like my mum. Everything in a plastic bag. Oh, let's check. What's this? Oh, that's the original one, I think. Oh shit. Oh shit. Ah, that's another one. Hang on. This is another rare enlarged unit. If I'm right. See how it's tapered. It goes from big, goes to small, to suit the boost pipe size. Oh. I'll get them all out and do comparison. Now the question is, what's my original one then? Oh crap, that must be it. Sorry, that's the original. Oh yeah, you can see the difference. The original's square and it's quite little, but the other one's bigger. Alright, let's get them all out and do a little comparison. What they say, if you're truly British, you'll be a beer man or a tea man. I'm a tea man and a root beer man. So my tea here, it's hot, and I've got the, what do you call it, the top hats. Don't know if you can see too well. Let me turn the camera around. The different sizes, and the Irmscher one is a lot more on the beefier side. So I'm going to measure it up and see which one has a bigger internal diameter and outside diameter. After doing a good measurement using a vernier caliper, this has helped me lots. I've come to learn and understand that these two are what you should have had from the very beginning, because this one here is a standard OEM Tophat, model number 904223021, same number as the one found up here. But as you can see, this one's measurements is outside diameter is 47.5, internal is 40, and it kind of varies inside because it goes from circle to, I don't know if you can check, it goes from a really funny, I don't know if you can see it. Oh. Yeah, it goes from a circle to a square port. Reason that is for turbulence. It mixes the air in and the air fuel will have better turbulence, and it's small, so the low PSI turbo works effectively. The Irmscher on the other hand is a lot effective and bigger. Also like the other, it has a square opening, but it's a lot bigger, and also the internal chambers are a lot bigger. As you can see, it's designed so the airflow here is more equal to where the OEM is more slanted, where it's got more of a peak. So it's designed to allow and distribute air wherever. Because on this particular vehicle, it has two throttles, a small throttle for idle and low speed, then a big throttle for full boost. And this particular one, it's a very peculiar design because it goes from a very restrictive, the outside is 47.5 and internal is 48 to 40 right here to 48 increases, and it's got really nice design. Whoever ported it done a good job. But I reckon I'll do some measurements further. I think this one has a better edge than Irmscher because it's got more rooftop, so the air to go in and make a nice transition. Where the original, it's pretty much at 90 degree, so it goes somewhere like we in. But the Irmscher one, as you can see, kind of flows at a more of a less aggressive angle. This one too, it's quite good, but I don't know why. Maybe I'm being biased towards this particular because it's more consistent. As you can see, it's 40 to 48, which might have an impact on air when it's natural air. Forced air, not so much, where the Irmscher is 45. So something to study and learn. I'll do more and work out, but tell me if you notice anything. I could definitely tell the Irmscher design better. I don't know, but the OEM one, oh, there goes my sheets. OEM, I don't know what they were thinking. I'm sure this is why it only made 204 horsepower at 4 to 6 psi. Overboost was 6 to 8, but they never recorded that. Now this is the finding for the height. Now I've done them fair as possible, and the OEM fat is named fat for a reason because it actually is the winner here. The base to top is 61 mils, where the OEM is 56 mil and Irmscher is 60. The reason why they couldn't go higher is due to, hang on, what's this here? Oh yeah, due to the Tophat cover, one with the red turbo label on it that I found. So otherwise they could have gone a lot bigger. And to keep the airflow consistent and at a rapid speed, the inlet's been reduced to such a small size. It's just a joke. But here we are. Shocking. I wish I knew this before. I think I did, but I just couldn't be bothered. To see due to where the sun is, but you can kind of work out how the ports play a big role into flowing the air into the throttle body. But this one here just looks so tiny. You can see it's restricted here and restricted on the top. It's not deep at all. You come to the Irmscher one, very deep, and the small throttle is here, made for part load and cruising, and then the big one's here. Same with this, it's not as deep, but bigger than the OEM, but not as deep as the Irmscher. So it's hard to tell. Yep, that's been ported here to flows. It's more progressive and more abrupt. And this one, I don't even know what GM were doing. Now the part number for the Irmscher one is 927-08008. Comparison of the three hats, so you could see the design and how they vary. That's for the air temperature sensor, or air intake sensor, but you could kind of tell instantly the Irmscher, the OEM Tophat, has the upper hand. And you see these three. Now it's this bit, the most what other important element, how the air flows into the throttle body. The game is to reduce the speed of the air so you get a ram effect. And when the TB opens up, you get a charge inside the inlet. But the goal of these square ports is to cause turbulence and short, slow airspeed down and get it to kind of do all of that turbulence thing, as opposed to just go. So, hope this kind of helps. But I'm just fascinated with these three Tophats, absolutely. Really, really fascinated. Why from the onset it couldn't have been that design or that, but they went with that instead of this. This in itself is a bit of a reducer, but from the very onset they should have had a bigger inlet, internal diameter, as opposed to, yeah, well, I gave it a little clean. It looks cleaner. I think I'm gonna stick to this when I start it off. Well, actually, what was it? What's bigger? I think I'm gonna go with Irmscher. Looks better, sounds better, and well, actually, this one looks better. But some douchebag decided to put a NOS hole here. That was for a NOS. It was from a 500 horsepower, 400 or 500 horsepower C20LET engine running NOS. He stripped it. No, he didn't. He bought a new inlet and sold this, and I bought it. I didn't believe him at first because the part numbers are exactly the same. And generally, these revisions never happen unless the part number superseded. So, yeah, interesting. I think my drawing is quite awesome as well. You know, I'm sure I got F for art.